Welcome back. Now, after being postponed last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Miss Namibia 2021 is back with a bang and everything is in order for the beauty pageant to take place. Joining me in studio right now with the details is Connie Maritz, who is the National Director of Miss Namibia, as well as NBC's Chief Commercial Officer, Umbika Raihe Upi. Good morning, ladies, and thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Good morning and thanks for having us.
Well, Ms. Maritz, I'd like to start with you. Talk to us about the importance of such an event.
Well, firstly, I think it's lovely for the ladies entering. For many of the young girls, it is a dream to be the most beautiful in the country. And then I think it is important, if she goes to an international pageant, to showcase and market our beautiful country.
Very well. Now, Ms. Karaihe, you are here representing the NBC as a Chief Commercial Officer. So how then is the NBC involved in this pageant?
Yes, before I go, I just wanted to say, yes, what Connie is saying, it is true, because nowadays we have the beauty and with a purpose. So the Miss Namibia not only goes to that big interview that is Miss Universe or Miss World, they really advocate for causes. And they also become a role model for others. So this is a very important platform for young people to become role models for others. So there's a lot of benefits of being a Miss Namibia. And also Miss Namibia, because it is a national event, that's why the NBC decided that we are going to approach Mrs. Maritz if we can have some shares in the Miss Namibia pageant, and it was successful. And for us it's very important because Miss Namibia, when she goes out there, she represents our country. She represents our industry, our tourism. So she's really at a world stage where she showcases Namibia. And NBC being a national broadcaster, it is very important for us to work always in the interest of the public. And we have to engage the public about relevant issues such as the Miss Namibia so that they can have a better understanding of what Miss Namibia really is. It's not only a beautiful person walking there on the stage, no. This person is a role model for the youth. It's a person who has advocacy. She's advocating for relevant causes. And this person also builds confidence. So that's very, very important what you create with a Miss Namibia, the opportunities that you have for that person. So NBC having 11 radio stations that communicate in the indigenous languages where everyone can understand. It's very important for us to play that role. We also have the 3 television stations, and so we can showcase the Miss Namibia so that everyone who have access to these platforms, who can see it, and also online. We have a big online presence. We are very proud of it, and on a given day, we have about 1.6 million people on all our platforms.
Wow.
And imagine that platform and that reach. That's why we want to be part of relevant issues in Namibia, of which Miss Namibia is one. And that's how NBC is involved, because we take our mandate very serious.
All right. So Miss Namibia is basically an ambassador of the country.
Definitely.
So, Mrs. Maritz, when will this pageant, Miss Namibia 2021, take place?
It's scheduled for the 5th of June, and we will be having it at the Winter Country Club.
Will there be any build-up events prior to the 5th of June?
Yes, we are having this coming Saturday the preliminary show. We are going to choose the 15 finalists from all the current semi-finalists. And that will also be at the Winter Country Club Resort, and it will be a virtual show.
Okay. So it will just be virtual, no public is invited to the actual physical venue?
Yeah, no one is invited.
All right.
Yeah.
So then take us through how a public's choice voting works exactly.
A public choice, I will give that to Connie. She is in charge of all those important technicalities. Yes, Connie. Yeah.
The public's choice, you have to SMS your choice to 5003, and eventually by the 27th, before we start with the virtual show, we will be getting a printout of the lady that has received the most votes. And she will then be public's choice, and she will automatically go into the final because the public have chosen her, so she automatically goes into the final.
And there are 15.
Yes.
Yeah, just wanted to add that there are 15. Right now we have 34.
Yeah.
And from the 34 on Saturday, we are selecting the 15.
All right.
So Miss Public Choice will automatically be one of the 15.
Yes.
Okay.
And as you remember, in the past, we only had 12. Hey, Connie?
Yes,
we only
yes.
had 12, 12 semi-finalists, no finalists.
Finalists,
but that's
yes.
because of the virtual show, we thought let's increase the number to 15. Yes.
All right. So then how many times can the public vote for their favorite?
As many times as they wish.
All right. So there are no limits at all.
Yes, there are no limits.
Now, with COVID-19 in our midst, and also you just mentioned that the preliminary show will be virtual. Come the 5th of June, Miss Namibia, the main event when it will be taking place.
Yes.
I know that the regulations might change, but what are the current plans right now? Where do they stand?
Yeah, right now we will also go with the current plans because when we look at the situation about COVID-19, it seems like things are not getting better. As you have heard, there's now another third wave in the European countries. So we are going as if we are going with these current regulations. So no one will be allowed except the crew to be there, and also the people who are walking around Miss Namibia. This will be now on Saturday, the 5th of June. The families, no one will be allowed there. We have to really take this COVID-19 seriously, and we have to abide by the rules, and that is what will happen. We will have it live on NBC, and we also will we will stream live, and all the update all live on Facebook, and the updates will be done on the Twitter and Instagram. So we are really going to give a spectacular show. And also on top of that, maybe something that we didn't mention. Right now we are busy with we are asking for designers, Namibian designers, to come forward to put together the gown.
All right.
The gowns for the 15. So we will have that competition, and afterwards we will, from those who are winning, we will then also ask for a competition for people to put in a bid for the national costume that will be showcased at Miss Universe or Miss World or Miss Earth, depending on where we go.
Yeah.
And we hope that it will be later this year, because right now with the COVID-19 there is uncertainty.
Yeah.
Yes. And we also want to call upon sponsors, please to come forward and to sponsor the Miss Namibia, because it's very, very important. It's not only about beautiful faces, it's also about important causes. Yeah, and also to contribute to something of our country.
Now, on the call for designers to come on board, how do they go about it?
We have already put out. We have put out on our television screens. We have put out on the radio and also on the social media.
All right.
So it's already out there, calling on the designers to participate. Yeah. So this time we really want something spectacular.
Yeah.
We want something spectacular. Yeah.
Now, Mrs. Maritz, Ms. Karaiha Upi has explained in detail of how the Miss Namibia is an ambassador of our beautiful country that is Namibia. Now, what are some of the criteria or characteristics that she must possess from these 15 that could be a successful Miss Namibia for the year 2021?
The judges are very specific when they are interviewing the girls, that they have an endearing nature, that they are interested or are busy with a charity project, because that is what Umbi said earlier on. It's beauty with a charitable cause. So that is the drive behind when we are selecting the winner.
And where can the public get regular updates on the event?
Yeah, on our social online
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we are all there.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can really just go there and they will see. It's on the NBC platforms and also on the Miss Namibia platforms. Yeah.
All right. Any final remarks from you, Ms. Maritz?
Well, it's been a challenge for us, but I'm glad we are at this point, and I'm looking forward to the virtual show which the NBC is doing
All right.
for us.
What time is the virtual show starting, and how can the audience tune in?
We are planning at 5 o'clock, and they will
Saturday.
tune, Saturday the 27th, and as Umbi says, it will be streamed live, and it will, at this point, still also be a live broadcast.
All right.
Yes.
Any final remarks from you?
Yes, I just want to re-emphasize that last year when we were in Atlanta, at the year before last year, when we were in Atlanta with Naja, the previous Miss Namibia, 2019, was it 2019? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm also getting old. It's when Miss South Africa won. It is very something out of this world, because really it takes a lot from the girl to be on that stage. You have to know current affairs. You have to look beautiful.
Yes.
And you have to walk there in front of everyone. So it's really a big job. It's not a small thing.
Yeah.
And when they go out there, all that I want from Namibians is to support our girls. They really need that support, because when they are standing on that stage, on the world stage, to represent our country, they are doing it for all of us. So let's stand up for them, like they always go and stand up for us on that international stage. Yeah.
And it's only through the support that we can make it and become bigger and better.
Yes, and not to bully them on the on the social media.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies, for joining me this morning, and all the best with the event.
Thanks
you
for
very
having
much.
us.
All right. Well, I was in conversation with Connie Maritz, the National Director of Miss Namibia, as well as Umbi Karaihe Upi, who is the Chief Commercial Officer of the NBC, and they were talking about Miss Namibia pageant for this year, that is 2021. And also do remember or take note that the preliminary event will take place on Saturday, on the 27th of March, and the event will take place at 5 p.m. Well, it will be streamed on our social media pages, that is NBC social media pages, and maybe could also be live on television. We will continue with more here on Good Morning Namibia. Stay tuned.